Okay, I just wanted to share something because I got a notification on my phone that I had been sent $500 from a brand. We are officially back. It's a new day, new energy, and I am gonna talk about that I received a little bit of money from a brand that I've been working with. Honestly, it's been a couple of days now, so my natural excitement for it have kind of worn off a little bit, but I'm still really happy about it. I'm so excited that it actually happened, and I'm gonna talk to you about how I did it and how I got paid. And here is the deeds. Yeah, it's a screenshot because I kind of wanted to like remove the name of the brand. I wish sometimes I could just like copy paste my information onto like, here you go. But there's a lot to unpack. Last year in October, to be precise, I started something that's called digital marketing. I came by probably like 100 videos on social media where people would tell me that selling digital products is the new gold mine and you should do it because people are making like $2,000 to $3,000 a day and it's not that hard. And everyone can do it. You can do it from the comfort of your own home and you can be your own boss and you can make as much money you want. But it is very possible to make, thousands a day, I was told, because that's assumably what these creators were making. That's what they said they were making. By the way, when someone's telling you that it's super easy to make multiple thousands a day, please do your research before you buy anything from that creator because it's so easy to lie. It is, in fact, the easiest thing on the planet. Like, you can just say something that is not true, and there you go. Always do your research. You can call me gullible, but I like to think that I have a critical eye to most things. Like, I wasn't born yesterday. I know that when people make a video claiming something that sounds too good to be true, it usually is. But there was something about this that just made me think, okay, what the fuck? Like, why don't we just try it? Because what do we really have to lose? Fast forward today, I lost a lot of money. Well, didn't lose it, but I bought some courses that looking back, I don't think were necessary. I did learn a lot from those courses, but it was a lot of money. And if I could like go back in time knowing what I know today, I wouldn't have bought those courses. So I'm just gonna start off with that. Allegedly, these creators are making bank, right? And I want a part of that cake, like everyone else. They're not like straight out promise you things that are actually 100% impossible. But it's the way they go about their marketing and paint a picture that is for most people way more unrealistic than what it really is. And that's a problem with this type of marketing because it really targets the wrong people. Some people can do it, but that percentage is so little that you should just be aware of this. And that's why I'm making this video, just to like bring more awareness to it and how easy it is to fall for these kind of marketing tricks. So I started doing something that's called digital marketing. Digital marketing is an umbrella term which basically means promoting products or services using digital tools, which can be social media, it could be email marketing, it could be paid advertisement on Facebook, etc. There's a lot of ways to do digital marketing. The way I did it, I posted videos of myself promoting my products on social media. So I was using TikTok and Instagram. The first way I went about this, I started creating a personal brand on TikTok. The way it was presented to me, it seemed like that was the best way to do it. Creating a personal brand often is easier than doing something, for example, the faceless way. So I basically started by writing scripts. I thought that was the best way for me to do it because you want to get to the point quickly. As a non-native English speaker, also it does take a bit of work for me to really like get in the flow of speaking. Sometimes I really mess up and it takes a lot of work and time to edit out those mistakes. So for me, it was just way easier to write a script. So I had something that I could, just read off from. If you're gonna do digital marketing, the first thing you should do is find your niche. As many others, I also chose the make money online niche. Something that was very, very popular that I chose to do was selling master resale rights courses. Essentially very simple. You buy a course with master resale rights. That means that you have the right to resell said course. So you basically buy a course with a licensing agreement that gives you the right to sell it for 100% profit. I think that's what most people in my field were doing. Most people were just selling the same courses, the same guides, everything with master resale rights, because like you buy something, you learn, you implement it, and then you sell it, right? It's so dumb. Like it's an easy way to get your foot in the door of digital marketing, and I don't regret doing it. Over time, I started seeing some issues with it and how quickly recycled the type of content you would see. It was pretty much the same thing. Everyone is just doing and saying the same things, and it got really repetitive for me. I was lured in. It seemed so simple, so I started my own account. I blocked everyone in my entire life from seeing the videos that I made. So fast forward 4 months later, I keep doing the same thing. I post videos every single day on my social media channels, TikTok and Instagram. I'm selling a course, right? That's my main product. I also have some other products that's like cheaper, but I have a course that I'm trying to sell. The price is $500 or $497, and I'm not getting a fucking sale. I got leads, but no sales, which was a bummer. You make friends really quickly when you're in this space because everyone's doing the same thing and everyone's there to support each other. You know, we comment, like, and save each other's videos just to like drag up the algorithm, which is really helpful, and it's really a friendly space. But as time went on, I kept seeing like all my friends would get sales and I still had none, and I felt like such a failure. It felt like such a defeat. I kept trying new things, you know, I pivoted and I wanted to make it work so bad, but it got to a point where I just didn't want to do it anymore. But then I found someone who seemed to have a lot of success doing something that's called faceless digital marketing. That was a little bit more something I could see myself doing for a longer period of time because it didn't require me to sit in front of a camera and basically beg people for money. That's how it felt, even though that's not what it was. It's just, you know, making videos like everyone else. It's not a big deal. But there's something about showing up every single day on camera, and even on days where you're sick, you don't have a voice, right? Or you're just not feeling like doing it and you still kind of had to do it. To be able to like not have that pressure, it was really, really helpful. So I was like, okay, you can do that, the same thing that I was already doing without showing my face, without having to like be the face forward in my own brand. Sign me up. What the fuck? I was sold. Naturally, I started a new account, a new faceless account. This time I would only stick to Instagram. Instagram and TikTok is different. That's also something I learned quickly when I switched platforms, how different, you know, these apps work. And also YouTube is completely different, because if I were to put the word money in my TikTok or Instagram reels, they wouldn't do very well usually, at least on TikTok, because I think make money online or stuff like that is kind of like, it's considered a no-no thing to say. Like they don't like people trying to sell courses and stuff. By putting certain words in your content, it could result in your content doing worse. I think it's a little different on YouTube because I feel like everything money related on YouTube is very much like, yes, more of that, please give me AdSense right now. So it just goes to show how different these apps and social media platforms work and how you should, you know, tailor your content to the app that you are choosing. Fast forward, I do faceless marketing. I kind of like it. I like faceless marketing a lot better than with my face because it is a lot more stress-free, in my opinion. People are different. Some people like to be on camera. Some people like to sit in their PJs on the couch and not really have the world see their face. Yeah, that was my type of marketing and I really liked how it worked. The only problem is that I was still not getting any sales, and that bothered me a little bit. Even though I was using stories, you know, I was buying all these guides, because you can buy these like Canva products from other creators and sell them as your own, etc., etc. They call it PLR, private label rights, where you basically like buy a guide and you can like fix it with your own pictures and stuff and just sell it as your own product. Basically the same as MRR, just like you do some minor tweaks to it. So I was buying those. I was buying another course that I felt more aligned with what I was doing then. There was a lot of money out. Let's just say that. I was in minus. I did not see money in, it was only money out. I kept doing that for 4 months. This is gonna sound a little crazy because it is a little bit crazy. And I apologize if I'm making this video and give you hope that this, like what happened to me is gonna happen to you as well, because I cannot guarantee that. This was pure luck from what I know. Okay, essentially what happened is that I got sick. I got sick of this. I told myself, okay, today I'm quitting. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna do something else. Like, I'm not quitting business and all that. Like, I still want to make money. I still want to find a way to make money, but I'm quitting my faceless digital marketing account. Okay, I'm done. The next day, I am not kidding you, the next day I get an email from a brand asking me to do a collaboration, a paid partnership. They're basically asking me, hey, do you want to do some videos for us and get paid for it? We can give you $250 for 3 videos for June, July, and August, as long as you get over 1,000 views. Say that, come again. I was like, is this scam? I had never received an email like that before. I don't get partnership emails. Like, that was my first. I still haven't gotten anyone new after that. So partnership emails are a little like, what? This sounds too good to be... It didn't sound too good to be true, but it was like, really? You want to pay me money to do what I've been doing for free for 4 months, for 8 months? So I replied back and negotiated to $300 because that's, you know, a little bit more rounder number and makes more sense with $100 per video. So she replied back and said, yeah, cool, let's do that. That's good. So I made a video for June with this brand and it got over 1,000 views. So I was stoked about that, because sometimes you never know. Sometimes your videos flop and you have to make more. It worked on the first try. I sent it to her. She was like, great. And then something happened. I didn't get her next email because it somehow was removed. It was transferred to spam for some reason. I don't know why. So I couldn't see her response for like 10 days or something. So I was like, what's happening here? So I reached out to them through their social media page and they were like, oh, sorry, we did send you an email. And I was like, okay. So I looked through my spam basically and I found the email. So it was my fault basically for not checking, right? So our communication stopped a little bit there. So when I reached out to her again, she was like, almost like apologizing for me not reading her email that went to my spam because of my issues with my phone or something. I don't know. It wasn't her fault. So she was like, oh my god, but if you send me one more video, I'll give you $500 for 2 videos. Just send me one more video for July and I'll send you $500 at the end of July. I was like, $500? We agreed on $300. What happened? I was like, I'm sure we can work this out. I made another video for July. It also got, I think it got a little bit over 2,000 views actually. And I sent it to her and she was like, great, we're gonna pay you by the end of July. And she did. And it was like, how is this happening? And they reached out to me. I never had a brand, deal before. I've never had a brand deal. I don't know how those things work. I didn't know that they would just like find you. How did they find me? I'm not even that big. I had like 500 followers on that Instagram account. I was not big. My reels got between 1,000 to 2,000 views on average, but that was after 4 months. I built up that account for 4 months, right? Yeah. I just wanted to share that brand deals and paid partnerships are so possible to get, even though if you're a small creator. This was on a faceless account with no sales. The fact that they sent me this email like right at the moment where I was like, yeah, fuck this. It's crazy. It's weird. It's weird how the universe works. Just wanted to share my little partnership story. And if anyone else has like a similar story, please share. I am more than interested in hearing about your partnership journeys and how things are going in that lane. I have no idea how things work here on YouTube when it comes to partnerships, but I suppose they kind of reach out the same way as they do on Instagram and TikTok. I'm gonna have to go to the gym because I've been sitting still for 5 days straight and not moved my legs. So wish me luck.